All right, thank everybody for coming in and watching this video. And like always, if you like this video, please share it. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel yet, please do so. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe to this channel. Not right now anyway. Okay. Some more breaking news. This Lieutenant Governor here of Texas, Dan Patrick, says that the reason why the COVID-19 viruses are surging up again because of black people. Let's check out that video.
Is spreading, particularly most of the numbers are with the unvaccinated, and the Democrats like to blame Republicans on that. Well, the biggest group in most states are African Americans who have not been vaccinated. And the last time I checked, over 90% of them vote for Democrats in their major cities and major
That
counties.
is Texas Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick now being criticized for those comments he made last night on Fox News. You heard Patrick blaming unvaccinated African Americans, who he says are mostly Democrats, and Democrats for the state's COVID-19 surge. And the comments have gone viral.
Not to mention many people questioning the statistics he stated. Our Marcelino Benito joins us live now. Marcelino, Lieutenant Governor Patrick is standing behind what he said.
Well, that's right, Mia. The Lieutenant Governor is doubling down. He's defending those comments. Meanwhile, his critics say that he went way too far.
Hospitalizations, deaths are up in Texas.
Fox News anchor Laura Ingraham asked Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick to defend criticism that GOP policies are fueling the latest COVID crisis in Texas.
And the Democrats like to blame Republicans on that. Well, the biggest group in most states are African Americans who have not been vaccinated. And the last time I checked, over 90% of them vote for Democrats.
It was offensive.
Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner calling out Patrick's comments as divisive and counterproductive. On social media, critics went even further, calling them racist.
When you are blaming the surge on African Americans, something's wrong with that. One point it was the immigrants. Now it's African Americans. Who will be next?
Patrick didn't stop there, calling out Democrats for not doing more.
But they're doing nothing for the African American community that has a significant high number of unvaccinated people.
What he said also needs major context. While black people do have the lowest vaccination rate in Texas, only 1.8 million remain unvaccinated, compared to 5.7 million white Texans.
This virus has no respect of persons. It doesn't care about your religion. It doesn't care what you look like or what your social economic status is. And so I would advise and say to the Lieutenant Governor, keep the race element out.
Tonight, the Lieutenant Governor responding via Facebook, in part saying Democrat social media trolls were up late, misstating the facts and fanning the flames of their lies. Patrick stopped short of an apology.
And I don't want us to get to the point where elected officials like this, the Lieutenant Governor makes these type of statements, blaming it on African Americans, blaming it on immigrants, and it becomes okay. It becomes the norm. It's not okay.
Now, Mayor Turner told us what's key is convincing all Texans to get vaccinated, no matter the race. We've posted the Lieutenant Governor's full statement up on our website, khou.com, if you'd like to take a closer look. Back to you.
And there's plenty of science to back up with what Mayor Turner had said. This virus does not discriminate, does not care what political affiliation you are as well. Marcelino Benito.
All right. Now, you know what's so funny about that? Now, wasn't it about a year and a half ago that they were blaming Asians for the COVID-19? Boy, it sure is fast on how they can just turn stuff around and blame black people for the spread of the COVID-19 virus. You know, and another thing that that really pissed me off about what he said, saying that 90% of black people voted Democrat, and Democrats aren't making black people take the vaccination. Well, sir, let me let you in on a little something. Not every black person is a Democrat. Not every black person is a Republican. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, neither party has never done nothing for black people. Okay, and I mean, it's everybody's right to vote. That's your right, but voting has never changed anything for black people, and for what I'm seeing, it's never going to change anything for black people. So I don't really understand why we're voting, and a lot of you don't even know why you're voting. And this thing about blaming black people for COVID. First, like I say again, first it started on with Asians, and now it's black people. I mean, y'all need to make up your mind on who's coming from. Sir, have you been in any black people's face? I'm not talking about person of color. Not a person of color. I'm talking about, have you actually been in black folks' face for you to get that, or whoever is getting it? But for you to say that it's black people, I mean, you can pass the buck around and pretty much blame every group of people out here. Hell, there's even white people that's refusing to get that vaccine. So you just can't sit there and say that because African Americans are refusing to take the vaccination. I mean, have you ever thought about for the past 400 years, y'all been using black people as guinea pigs and lab rats, and half the time, really technically, you guys have even test that vaccine on rats. So you have to be so you really can't blame black people for being kind of skeptic on taking the vaccination. I'm not telling anybody not to take it. I'm not, but I need to see more. I need to see more study on that, because I can continue to keep wearing my mask. It's no big deal to me. I'm just not gonna let you or anybody else pressure me to get something that I'm not comfortable taking yet. And I looked on Facebook this morning, and I see a lot of these coons out here, trying to force people to take that vaccine. And far as the Congressional Black Caucus, as far as I'm concerned with them, they won't get out here and won't push anything tangible wise for black people to get, but they sure as hell out here coaching somebody on to take that fucking vaccine. Yeah, the Congressional Black Caucus. The Black Caucus that has never done anything for black people but for other groups of people, but never for their own. Sheila Jackson Lee, Maxine Waters, and I mean the list goes on and on and on. They're not out here doing that for black people. They sure as hell out there want you to take that vaccine. I'm just not gonna let nobody pressure me into taking something that I'm not comfortable taking yet. Some of you, and like I said, before I got thrown off, somebody posted up on Facebook talking about if you can go ahead and eat hot dogs and eat chicken nuggets, but you won't take the vaccine. I mean, what in the fuck does eating a hot dog or eating processed foods have anything to do with a fucking vaccination? We all know the dangers of eating a lot of food such as that. We already know. But if you continue to eat that stuff and knowing that the dangers of it, sure you're gonna get fucked up. I don't eat a lot of processed foods. I don't, because I have high blood pressure and other things going on. So I can't afford to eat a lot of that stuff. But at least we know the dangers of that. But we don't know the dangers of that vaccination, that vaccine, that experiment. We don't know what's going on with that. So you have to weigh your pros and cons. But I'm not telling anybody not to take that experiment. I'm just not comfortable in taking it right now. I'm just not. I can continue to keep wearing my mask in public. I don't have to sit in somebody's restaurant. I don't. And I can continue to order out and go pick my stuff up and go the hell back home and eat it. But and once again, sir, you can't sit there and say that black people are the cause of this. But what if we get jumped on? Okay, because people like you are saying that black people are the cause of the virus getting surged. But are we going to get any kind of protection like the Asians did? Are we? But I bet you we won't. But that's how white supremacy works. You see, black people have been going through shit in here in this country for over 400 years, and what kind of protections have we gotten? The Asians just within a year, they got the COVID-19 protection, but you blame it on black people. It makes no sense, right? Anyway, that's all I have to say. And no, before I get off, people say, well, that's a racist statement. I mean, what more can you expect? I mean, the things some of these people say, I'm not surprised. But you're even gonna have some of these coons out here that's gonna believe that it's black people that's causing the surge to go up. I don't give a fuck. I just don't care. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a supporter of neither party. But y'all support whoever you want to. You want to continue to vote for people like this, whether you Democrat or Republican, because Democrats say the same shit. At least with this guy, at least with him, at least you know where he's coming from with you. But Democrats, they pretty much they pretend and pander to you and pretend like they give a shit, but they're no better than the Republicans. Peace.